Greetings and good Friday morning, Friday the 20th of November in the year of 2020, the year that doesn't seem to want to end and the year that of all years needs to end. So it's Friday, got my red shirt on, remember everyone deployed on Friday. Last night was the final episode of Supernatural, a show that has been on for 15 years. There are other shows that have been on longer, but this show has a unique history for my family. Give you a quick little backstory. So the year is 2005. I was deployed to Iraq for my second deployment, and I missed my first wedding anniversary. I subsequently left my newlywed bride home alone in a brand new state, brand new base, and she was pregnant with our first child. She would subsequently have our daughter while I was deployed. I came home to a 2-month old. So I was very fortunate and I survived the deployment, and I came home to see my wife and my newborn daughter. And as we resumed some sort of family life, we also knew that the following March I would be deploying again to Iraq. So, one of the things my wife and I did at the time was there were a few things on TV we would watch, because one cool thing about television is that if there's a good story, if there's a good hook, it can help you escape sometimes the good and the bad. If you had a good day, then certain stories can entertain you and help elevate a good day. If you had a bad day, certain stories can help you forget the bad day. It can help distract you from having a bad day. Um, it's the fall of 2005. Uh, we're getting ready to prepare for going back to Iraq. So we had 7 months in between deployments. I've got a brand new baby girl that's beautiful, and I got my wife. And this new show is getting ready to debut, and it's starring Jensen Ackles, who had just completed the fourth season of Smallville, a show that my wife and I were big fans of, and Jared Padalecki, who had just wrapped up being on Gilmore Girls, which we also liked. I know it seems kind of weird that I would have liked it, but Lauren Graham's hot, and sometimes you didn't even have to listen, just Lauren Graham. I know, I'm a pig. Deal with it. Um, and it had a good hook, a mixture of horror, family bonding, and part of the original theme was cruising Route 66, hunting monsters. So, it had a pretty decent hook. So we decided to give it a shot. And we were hooked since day one, since the pilot, The Woman in White. And we watched it ever since. In the 15 years that the show was on, we would have two more children, two boys. We would eventually move 6 times, the sixth and final time being where I'm at right now. The final house, hopefully the house that our grandkids will come to and whatnot. Hopefully one of our kids will take it over. Um, During the 10th season, I completed my Marine Corps career, and subsequently, we would lose our firstborn son to the complications of his illness. That being said, during the almost 8 years of his life, when we were dealing with the complications of his illness, we always had Supernatural as the one constant thing in our life to distract us from all the craziness and the negativity of life, the deployments, just everything. Supernatural was the one constant thing in our life that provided us with a distraction. It's been the longest constant thing in our marriage, other than our marriage itself. In April, we'll be married for 17 years. Admittedly, The finale was not quite what I expected. My wife was extremely disappointed. I don't know if she'll turn the corner, but that's not the point. The point is, for 15 years, through good times and bad times, Supernatural as a television show, as a form of storytelling, has been a part of our life, a part of our marriage. It's been one constant thread that we've had during 6 moves, during 4 deployments. After I got married, I did, no, I think that was 5. 2 to Iraq, 2, okay, 4 deployments. I had done 5 deployments prior. The birth of 2 out of our 3 children, the loss of a child, the 6 moves, if I already mentioned that. Supernatural was always there for us. And it's tragically ironic, and I know it wasn't planned that way. I know it wasn't the concept, but of all the years for Supernatural to end, 2020. Oh well. It may not have been the ending I expected, but I don't know how else they would have ended it, and I'm not going to spoil the ending for anybody who hasn't seen it. What I would like to say is, for everything that me and my family have been through, I'd like to thank the cast and the crew, the people that brought the show to life, that created these stories that I welcomed into my living room, whether at home or abroad, that entertained us on our good days and helped to distract us on our bad days. I'd like to say thank you. Um, for some people it's just television. For some people it was just a show. For some people they thought it went on too long. For me and my family, it was the one consistent thing we had in a world that seemed ever changing. So, for what it's worth, I'd at least like to say thank you. Thank you for creating 15 years of wonderful stories that provided us with a distraction. I sure wish you guys would have kept going, because this year of all years, we could have really used a distraction. So I wish you guys the best. I hope future success pans out. Mr. Padalecki, I hope Walker pans out. Mr. Ackles, I hope your role on The Boys pans out, whether it turns into something bigger or not. And I hope the cast and crew, no pun intended, carry on. And I look forward to other projects that may come from that. But for the last 15 years, from my family to the Supernatural family, thank you.